one more talk about tornadoes. After that 1999 storm that hit Moore, Oklahoma, and then went on up into Hayesville and South Wichita, Roy's church in Clearwater was organizing a group to go up and help clean up. We happened to be there, and Leonard Kajowski was there, Roy's father-in-law, and a couple of Roy's son-in-laws. I think there's 4 or 5 of us went up there to help clean up. It's kind of interesting how they do that. There's a headquarters for you to check in. You have to sign in, and there's some warnings about that. You know, there is some danger. Give you a number, give you a little badge to wear. Kind of like this business of having one on to be a substitute teacher now that Mr. Bush is being sure we're a safer nation. And then they tell you to drive to a certain place and park, and then walk into the area of destruction. Don't just go in there and start doing this, that, and the other. You see some people out doing some cleanup in their property area. You interested in helping there, you walk up and say, would you be interested in having us help? And if they say yes, get right in there and help. But we walked in and got to a corner where there was a huge, I think it was a 3-story apartment house, brick. The south wall was leaning out. The yard south of that wall was full of debris from a tree that was there on that corner and had been ruptured and turned and was being sawed up and removed. And garbage that had been blown in from other places down the line was on that south side. So we pitched in right there. And I don't know, we worked, all of us, and a lot of other people. We worked, I suppose, an hour or two, and incidentally we'd been told 3 hours and get out of there. We're working away, and I stepped on something that had a nail in it. Ooh, dang, that hurt. Boy, they had some people around. Want to know if you needed attention or not? No, I don't think so, but they saw to it that you got a little disinfection and a Band-Aid on it. Well, we got through on the south side, and all the time that you're working, you're keeping an eye on that wall, because if that wall falls, you don't want to be underneath when it falls. It's definitely a danger. So we've cleaned up the south side, and we go over to join the people that are working on the east side, and this building was long. It was probably about four apartments deep. That wall was gone. And by the time we got over there, most of the bricks and so on had been removed. You just took stuff out and piled it on the street corner, and then they'd come in with forklifts and trucks and haul this stuff on away. So we work and we work and we work, and it gets down, hey, it's time for you to quit. So we're taking a little break while we gather up, all of us together. Leonard Kajowski says, did you see that mirror? No. So I look up. Now I'm looking up from the east side into the east wall. As I'm looking for the mirror, I see where there is a kitchen. The wall's completely gone, and you can see the cleaning supplies sitting underneath the kitchen counter, untouched. The wall's gone, the bottles are still sitting upright. Finally, I find a mirror, and it's a mirror, a mirrored sliding door on a closet. And I say, yeah, I see that. Isn't that amazing that those doors are still there? And he said, doors? So I had to move around where he was and look up from the north, and here was an old-fashioned dresser. Big oval mirror, one of those that you tilt because it's on side pivots. Untouched. Not a scratch on it. Hard to tell just what goes on when a storm hits. That same storm on a farm out near Clearwater, the farmer said, look at this. If you look at the crop on both sides, that storm on its spin laid those trees over to the right, then lifted them up and flipped them clear over on the left. Power, lots of power.